This is a major insider warning to not fly on airplanes right now. All right, we are getting insider warnings to not fly on planes, and quote, planes are quote unsafe right now. Unsafe. That is what is being reported by multiple sources and just the boots on the ground that we are seeing as well. People inside of airports are reporting very dangerous and unsafe and unchecked, unmonitored situations, all right? And people are being put on planes in very unsafe situations, and we could see something big happen to a plane, all right? I'm not saying something is going to happen, but we could see something happen, and right now is the most active travel time for the whole year, all right? Right around Christmas, right around the holidays, this is when there's going to be the most active travel, and we are now getting insiders warning that this is unsafe, all right? And this also comes on top of all the other chaos that we are seeing right now as well, all right? We are seeing tens of thousands of people show up at the U.S. border, right? Tens of thousands of people every single day. Every single day they're breaking records. There were almost 13,000 people that showed up at the U.S. border a few days ago. 13,000 people that they counted, all right? There were even more that crossed that were unaccounted for, all right? All this stuff's going on right now, and it is creating a national security risk. This is a national security threat for the country, and insiders are warning that this is very unsafe and something big could happen. And I want you to listen to something really quick. I want you to listen to this video in just a second, and then we will get to this insider warning of what they are saying and who this person is, because this is a serious warning. But I want you to listen to this video and put it in context of this as well, that Texas just started flying illegal immigrants, quote, migrants. They just started flying them to other states, okay? They were busing them before, but now they are being flown and they are being put on planes. Texas is paying for them, and they are now flying them. They just had their first flight a day or two ago of a plane full of people going to Chicago, okay? This is what's happening in our country right now, and I want you to listen to what this person is saying, and then I'm going to show you exactly what's going on inside the airports as well, because it's chaos. This is chaos in our airports, and people are being let on the planes with ankle monitors, with no identification, and they are being put on the same planes that you have to go through, where you are going through TSA checkpoints and being heavily monitored and searched. And this is a national security issue for our country, okay? How are these people getting here from all over the world? From all over the world. How are they getting here? And they know exactly where to go. I want you to listen to this guy. He has an address, okay? He is from Guinea in Africa, okay? And you can be from whatever country you want. I have no problem against that. But how are you getting to the United States, to our border, and claiming this status, right? And he has an address in his hand. He knows exactly where to go in Philadelphia. He was given an address. Who was giving him this address? Why is he going there? How did he get all the way here from Guinea? And this is a national security threat, right? National security threat. Listen to what this guy said really quick.
Where are you from?
Guinea Conakry.
Where?
Guinea Conakry.
Guinea, okay. And where in the U.S. do you want to go to?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Why Philadelphia?
I have paper. I don't know the place. When we check the place, I want to check the place.
Okay, so just an address in Philadelphia to go to? Okay.
He just has an address in his pocket that he has written down, and he knows where to go before he even gets to the country. And he's from Guinea, which is in Africa, which is in Western Africa, and it's a French-speaking country. It's a former French colonized country, okay? They speak French. It's the main language there. And this person's all the way from Africa over here to the U.S., okay? There's no... He had to have took a flight to get over here to begin with. How did he fly all the way over here, All right, this just doesn't make sense. And he has an address to come here and knows where to go. All right, this is very serious. And I want you to look at these pictures, and then we'll get to this insider warning as well. So this is what's happening. Texas is flying people in. These people are coming from all over the globe, okay, entering our country and getting free resources. Who's paying for all these flights? You are paying for it with your tax money. This increases the price of flights, increases the price of hotels in these areas where they are taking over the hotels. This is a major economic issue and economic problem as well in our country. And on top of the national security risk, okay? And look at these pictures, okay? People with ankle monitors getting on planes and flying. How are you able to get on a flight with an ankle monitor? It doesn't even make sense. Those are supposed to track you, geo-track you to certain areas. You're not supposed to be able to leave certain areas with an ankle monitor. It's supposed to be like a county thing or a state thing. You can't leave the state or the county with this ankle monitor, or even your home. Okay, but this person's getting on a flight with it. All right. Also, there are people interviewing people in the airports. Somebody on Twitter was interviewing people, and they were saying that they were from Guinea as well, and they had processing papers from a Catholic charity in Arizona, right? It's a Catholic charity that's helping them and processing them and paying for their flights and telling them where to go. Okay, this is a coordinated event. Who's paying for all this, and why are they coordinating this, and how do they know where to send these people? You could see here somebody was sitting next to someone on a flight, and they still had their processing papers and their processing envelope out on their lap next to them. Okay, their intake envelope when they intook all their items, their phone charger and their papers and things like that. They still had an intake envelope next to them, right? This is happening right now in the US currently. They just started these flights. And check out this as well. This was an article that came out a month or two ago talking about the Biden administration's plan to do this, right? And they're saying that they are figuring out a way to fly people directly from their town into the US. So they're trying to schedule people and fly them in directly from a different country into the US and claim this status to get asylum inside the US as well, right? This is absolutely insane, and they're doing it through an app, right? It says the DHS is urging tens of thousands of intending illegal border crossers per month to instead go to the CBP One smartphone app and make an appointment with the US officials at land ports of entry instead of crossing illegally. After making an appointment, DHS invites these inadmissible aliens to walk over the American side at the land ports, where U.S. customs officials quickly parole them in, allowing them to travel to a city of their choice in the nation's interior. Report from immigration analyst Todd Bensman said. This is coming out of the Washington Examiner just last month. So they have an app as well where they can schedule to fly in, and they will meet them there. They will meet them. They're just flying to the country illegally without a visa or anything, and we will meet you there if you fly into these specific airports and these specific areas, and we will meet you there and process you there right at the airport, doing it on this app as well. This is insane. This is insane. This is a collapsing of our country. How is any of this allowed? You can't even get on a toll road without them scanning your license plate and knowing exactly who you are, where you live, sending you a bill. All right, you can't even get on a toll road. But people that aren't even American citizens, don't have IDs, we have no verification of who they really are, can get on planes. They can get on planes with children. They can cross our borders with children. And this is very dangerous. All right, they're not doing any DNA testing as well for families to make sure that these children are actually a part of these families. Okay, this is very dangerous and very sad. There's a ton of victims in the middle of this as well, right, that are being exploited, and innocent people that are moved across the border without a trace. All right, we don't know who they are. We don't know who they're with, who they're really supposed to be with. This is also happening, and now they're being moved on planes as well. All right, so let's get into this insider warning as well too that goes along with all this. Okay, this warning was issued a few weeks ago, right? But you can see here it coincides with all this because they were right on point. Right here, traveling public airlines is, quote, unsafe as the Biden administration destabilizes the border and aviation. This is coming from Sonia Labosco. She is the Air Marshal National Council Director. Okay, so she's the director of the Air Marshal National Council, and she is saying that, quote, public travel on airlines is, quote, unsafe. Quote, unsafe. That's what she's also warning us as well. And she is saying that they have removed all of the air marshals from the planes. Okay, all of the air marshals have been sent to the southern border to help with processing and to help with these flights, because the federal government has been doing these flights for a while, flying them into different cities and different states. But now Texas is doing it as well. They, instead of busing people, they're flying them in. This needs to stop. Why are we paying for this to just allow these people to infiltrate even further? And this guy has an address in Philadelphia. He knows exactly where to go. Where is he going? Why is he going there? Who gave him that address? Who gave him that address? Why is he so confident? He trusts whoever gave him this address on a little piece of paper. He trusts them so much to travel all the way across the world and show up, and he knows he's going to get to Philadelphia. It's insane. That's like somebody telling you, you live in America or wherever you live. That's like somebody telling you to go, you show up at a random address in Uganda, Nigeria. Go show up in a random address in Nigeria. This is the address. It's legit. Go show up in it. And you travel all the way across the world to go there. What's going on? Why are they so confident in this, and they know? What do they know that we don't know? All right, that's what I want to know. And this Air Marshal director, she was saying that all the air marshals have been sent to the southern border, and most of the flights do not even have air marshals on them anymore at all. All right, so there's no federal air marshal, there's no law enforcement on these planes, and then they're also having a national security risk as well, because we have people on the planes that don't have government issued IDs, right? We don't exactly know who they are. And this is just a recipe for disaster, right? You would think that after all the theater of the security, the TSA for flying on a plane, you would think that this form of transportation would be sacred and secure, and they just would not allow this. But it's happening right now. It's happening right now. And it's not safe. It's a national security risk, right, for our country. So if I were you, I would not fly on any planes. I try to avoid plane travel at all costs. And this might be part of the plan. This might be part of the destabilization plan, is to make everything so unsafe, so chaotic, that we beg for them to clamp down. All right, we beg for them to implement digital IDs. Maybe that's going to be part of the new system, is that everything's so overwhelmed. There's so many data breaches, so many cyber attacks, so many leaks, so much societal chaos. The economic system's overwhelmed. The transportation systems are overwhelmed. Everything is not safe, right? Maybe that's part of it. And in the aftermath of it, everyone is going to be entered into this digital ID system, including all the people entering right now. Okay, they're saying it's around 200,000 people entered already in December. 200,000 already in December, and it's only the 21st right now, right? 200,000. That is the size of Des Moines, Iowa. That is the size of Des Moines, Iowa. And we're allowing this to enter our country every single month. This is insane. Where do these people go? Where do they work? Where do they live? Where's the housing for them? Where are the jobs for them? Where is the food for them? Everything. Our country cannot handle this influx. No country can handle this. And it's not natural. And it's not fair to anyone, right? So please hit it up for me down there. Let me know what you guys think about this. this is just, I couldn't believe the images I was seeing, and I couldn't believe that this is our country. This is what it's turning into. This is what's happening, and it's on purpose. This is being facilitated. This could only happen if the government is allowing it and wanting it to happen, because this is all federally controlled everything. This isn't even like a rogue state doing this. This is the TSA, the federal government, allowing this. And by the way, one of the ones that people kept saying that they were seeing is Delta. It seems like Delta is one of the main contractors for the government to do this. Delta, that's what I was seeing reported by multiple people, saying that Delta Airlines have been compromised right now, right? Just for your fair warning, that's the one that people are saying is getting hit the hardest right now, right? So keep your eyes peeled, keep yourself safe, all right? Especially if you have to do any travel, stay vigilant, stay alert, all right? And stay safe and protected. So make sure you guys are getting stocked up on food, water filtration, seeds, self-defense. All these things are going to be critical in the future as we enter this collapse scenario. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.